What was the reason why you joined the military? The real reason. Don't give me the, oh, I want to serve my country bull crap.
Don't be crippled for life.
I said you're out of regs, brother.
Oh, 100%. So are you, bro. Your hair's out of regs. Your freaking everything's out of regs.
My question to you, man, is what was the reason why you joined the military? And like the real reason. Don't give me the, oh, I want to serve my country bull crap. Because a lot of the kids wanted to join for like the college and stuff. So, what's the real reason you wanted to join?
No, the real reason I joined is I was having a tough home situation and I had no other option, honestly. I was like, I need a job, I need to work, and the only option I had at the time was the military. My mom served. I was always like, oh, I'll never join, right? Just because I didn't want to do what she did. Like, I wanted to, do something different. But the tables had it to where I ended up joining, and no, it was a great decision. I don't regret it. Happy I joined, and it was a great time. So.
Okay. And what branch did you pick?
Oh, the Air Force. Yeah, I picked the Air Force.
What was the reason you picked the Air Force as opposed to the other branches, the Army, the Marines?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said before, my mom, she was interested. She just told me the quality of life in the Air Force was just 10 times better than the other branches. The only other branch is like pretty much up to par with like the quality of life is like the Coast Guard. That's about it. So I was like, I don't want to be a coastie. I'm not a swimmer like that. At the time anyway. And then some Marines, I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. I was like, I just want to have a good quality of life if I'm going to be in, you know what I mean? So I chose the Air Force.
Okay, no, it makes sense too, man. Me too. My question to you is, what did you do in the Air Force?
I was security forces. That was my MOS. It was, security forces. That was my MOS. Or AFSC, my MOS.
PX, it's 3POX1, I think. I forgot what it was called.
Yeah,
before you joined the military, let's say you got to go back in time, what advice would you give to your younger self for the military?
To get ready for the military? So I know for me, I love to work out, but recovery, because I got jacked up because I didn't recover properly. And also, don't put the mission over your body unless it's the context of like, if you're doing special warfare, you already know what you're signing up for, right? But if it's like a regular job at the end of the day, don't be crippled for life. Something you could go to the ER for or go to medical for and get checked out. Take a little break and then go back. Rather than trying to push through, injure yourself, be more injured, and then not be able to work ever again.
So work-life balance and just taking care of your body, basically, making sure.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, making sure you don't injure yourself. Perfect, man. So another question, man, is what would you do differently if you were to get back in the military? What would you do differently? Would you pick a different career field? Would you still do the Air Force? What would you do?
If I knew what I knew today, and if I were to go back in?
Yeah, if you were to go back in time, what would you do differently?
I might join the Coast Guard, and then I would either go into intel, another career if I had to choose another career, or, and this is like a crazy outlandish thing, but if my body was in like full physical condition, I could do it. I would try to do special warfare, and make that like a career for like 20 years, if that's what I wanted to do. If I wanted to be in the military for 20 years, I would try to do special warfare. But if I was only going to be in 4 or 5, 6 years, I would do intel or maybe the Coast Guard.
Okay, do
Probably.
that and then get out or whatever.
Yeah, if I'm staying for 20 years, that's 100% the best job you can have. If that's going to be a career.
I guess my question to you is, for people who are joining security forces or military police for the Air Force, what advice would you give to them joining that specific career field?
Okay, so specifically towards security forces, make sure you know what you're getting into before you get into it. Don't just whimsically join and say, hey, I'm going to do security forces because I want to do security forces, right? If you want to be a police officer, 100% do that. If you want to be a cop on the outside, it's definitely a great way to start your career. But just don't go in flippantly and just say, I'm going to do this because it looks cool, right? Or I don't know what I'm going to do, so I'm going to choose this. Because a lot of people go in. Once you're in, right, you got to wait at least 2 years to cross-train to get into another job if you want to change, right? But if you know that's what you want to do, 100%. I definitely agree with, I wanted to do it, right? I literally scored pretty well in the ASVAB. I was like, nothing else interests me, so I'd rather just do security forces. I had a great time. Because I knew what I wanted to do. But just don't go in thinking that, I have nothing else to do. I might as well do this, because it's definitely not the best decision to make.
So in other words, do your research before you join.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
And also,
Instead of going out on a limb.
also, if you do have fun, don't be so serious. I know in BMT I was no. I'm not saying don't take it serious. Like work hard, do the best you possibly can. Right, excellence in all we do is one of the core values. But don't be so whatever. Right, try to have fun, enjoy it while you're in there because you're going to be in there. You can't get out, so you might as well enjoy it, have a good time, and make the best of what you can, and travel wherever you are. Travel. You know what I mean? So
Travel. So in other words, don't stay in your room and play video games all day. League of Legends.
100%. It's like you do that when you're out the military, but say for instance, like if you're even like somewhere, maybe you're still in the U.S., right? But it's far away from home. Travel, bro. There's a lot you can do. Go out, make some friends. You don't get the many opportunities in life. The most valuable asset that you have at the end of the day is your time, right? You can make more money. You can always do other things, but you can never get your time back. You sitting in the dorm, wasting your time, that's the worst use of your time. So make sure you use your time wisely and take advantage of the opportunities you have while you're in.
I couldn't have said it better, man. My next question is, what opportunities has the military afforded you? Pros and cons.
It has afforded me a lot of pros actually. Right now for my career, I never thought I'd be doing IT, but I'm doing IT because of the military. Like they had a program for veterans. Once you get out, you can do IT. If I want to go back to school, I can go back to school, free of charge. I don't got to pay for that. I know a lot of my friends are like $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 of debt. And I'm like, bro, that's tough, That's one of the reasons why I joined. It's like I was not trying to have to experience that and have to deal with that for the rest of my life. I'm like, no debt, I can go for free, So that's a blessing for sure. Another pro would be the travel, I would not have been able to live in Italy for a year, right? At the most, you can stay in a country usually is 6 months. But I literally got to live in there for practically a year, got to travel with this guy all over Italy, seeing a whole bunch of different things. And it was definitely a good time. The cons, it wasn't really a con for me, but a lot of people didn't like it. The work-life balance, because we only work 12-hour shifts. So 1 week we were working 60 to 70 hours a week. The other week we were getting 20 hours off. But again, just know, once you're going to be working, right? Well, that's for security forces anyways. Just be prepared to work, right? Don't think you're going to just, be able to sit in your dorm all day and not do nothing or get off days on holidays, right? There is no off days in security forces. You don't get no weekends. You don't get no holidays. You're working. So that's definitely a con. Literally your life is work at that point. Just know. You're just working. That's it. But again, I enjoyed it. You got to make the most of what you have, So.
Yeah, so you're going to be working. Just make sure you know what job you pick, all right?
Yeah.
And then my last question to you, man, is what advice do you got for those young bucks out there, man? Any advice or, any last words, any departing thoughts?
Any advice for young people? Yeah, just make sure if you go in, know what you're getting yourself into. Like, have a plan, right? Just don't go in, get a random job, and then get out and not have a job, right? Because in the military, they do teach you a lot of great skills. Like, I know for me, if I wanted to be a police officer, I'd be more than equipped with the qualifications to be able to go back in the academy again, the things I've learned, the experiences I went through, and they definitely prepare you to make sure you know your job very, very well. So go in with a plan, right? Say, well, what can I do when I get out, right? What would be a good job that I can have when I get out, right? Intel, you pretty much work anywhere, right? For when it comes to like government agencies, like private you can do most things, right? Say, for instance, you want to be a jet mechanic, right? You're going to pretty much be able to work at any military contracting place. You can still work through the military once you get out, as a contractor, as a civilian. So just have a plan. Just don't go in randomly and not knowing what you're doing. Just at least have a plan and map out what you're going to do. You can link my Instagram in the comments. Yeah, I'm a photographer. If you want to check out my website, you can. If you're in the New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia area, the tri-state area, if you'd like to have some photography services done, because I also do that, just let me know. Email me, sign up for the website in the sense of like being on the newsletter and all that good stuff. Not a newsletter, but, do get information and be able to contact me, and I'll contact you. Yeah.